Can't argue with the commitment, just the execution that was wrong. Full length dive, but unfortunately there was no need for it because Mitch McClenaghan was following through on the deep cover boundary, and you can see McClenaghan would have got there. But as it is, in goalkeeping parlance, he's pushed it round the post.
Well, I hope he's okay though, because not for the first time, in terms of sliding and diving, they've been found a little short. Their knees largely getting stuck in the turf, as happened then.
The irony of that as well was that it was Hashmatullah Shahidi who was the man who effected that brilliant run out of Mohamed Shahzad.
What did they say about a leveller? I feel for you, Shahidi.
That felt good on the bat for a free D. He fancied running, but he managed to find extra cover.
I'd give him another 6 in terms of going for it, throwing everything at it. Just not finding the timing, Shahid Afridi. Last opportunity this over. And again, he cannot put bat to ball. Another fabulous over by Zahir. Only the one boundary. It's 139 for 4 after 15.
For 4. Tell you what, 200 still very much on the cards. They've had a little bit of a wobble, but pulled it back in the last couple of overs or so. 20 off 11 for Samiul Afridi. Just struggling somewhat. We saw that in the first game. Looked a bit rusty, but he's given himself a chance here to get going. 6 of 11 balls that he's faced thus far. Mitchell McClenaghan back into the attack. 2 overs, none for 13. He's been good up front, done his job. And now he's got to finish well, and knowing full well that they're going to be after him. Well, is he going to bowl? I think maybe the maths has not been done quite correctly by Ben Cutting. Wants to save him to bowl in the last 4 overs, so there's still 1 over to go before he'll use McClenaghan, probably from the other end as well. So it won't be Mitchell. It'll be Mujib. He's bowled 3 overs. Bit expensive today, got the wicket as well. So 1 over left for his spell.
Yeah, they read him well today, and they played him well, very sensibly, although he picked up 1 wicket, 1 important wicket, but overall I think they've read him well. 11 runs per from here on, 193. As you mentioned, 200 still very much possible. They still have wickets in hand. Naveen has been in another bowler who's been very expensive. 3 overs, 48 runs. Oh, that's played fine. That should have been cut off. Will raise to the fence. Going to be a 4.
Yeah, Mitch has messed that one up. He's dived over it. Wasn't out the middle of the bat by any stretch of the imagination. Shahid Afridi, a healthy outside edge. And he had a lot of time to make some ground and try and cut it off. But he's just missed it. He's totally misjudged it. It's gone underneath him and gone for 4.
Sometimes it's just not your day. You know, you try your best, but it's not your day. And that's been the case with Mujib. Was very impressive in the first game. Shahid Afridi just taking a bit of time. Couldn't do much in the first game with the bat. Shuffle across, played in the air, high up in the air. Just falling short of the fielder. Will settle for 1.
Just not timing it, is he? Shahid Afridi struggling out there. And yesteryear in his heyday, that length delivery would be out of the stadium, or at least on top of the roof.
You're a very good, clean striker. Much better, I think, the way they are picking those singles, getting the odd boundary as well in the way. Exactly how you've got to go about Probably up next over, they'll change gears.
Oh, he's given that a bit of air. The regulation off spinner. Directed. Should be, maybe overthrows. No, Mujib reacted very quickly. So end of 16, 147 for 4 now. Two wickets for Zahir, 2 for 22. What a spell of bowling that was. Terrific amount of skill shown by him today. 1 wicket for Mujib and his 4 overs. A little expensive, 37 conceded. And we're in the business end, the back end of the innings. Cutting 5 wickets the other day. Can't help but think that he will bowl 2 of the remaining 4 overs. And Mitchell McClenaghan, the other 2. This is the direct hit, but he made it pretty comfortably. There was a ricochet and Mujib did really well to react and prevent another run being taken. That's confirmation of Mitchell McClenaghan. So he'll bowl 2 and we presume cutting the other 2. 2 for 13 thus far. Yeah, he smoked that. That's more like it. That's what we've come to see. Sparkiza.
What a shot and what a strike there. Knew exactly what the length was. Gets into a great position. Shahid Afridi, what he's known for. Brilliant strike, that one. For maximum, going the distance, coming from the meat of the blade. Great timing as well. And seeing it sail over the ropes. That should add to his confidence. The 8-6 so far of this game. The crowds here are delighted. One section out there, large numbers to watch. Probably this man, Shahid Afridi. He's a big name.
Whenever a legend gets into the twilight years, you always want as a spectator to just have a glimpse of what used to be. And I tell you what, that previous delivery, that was vintage Afridi. A short arm jab and it went a country mile. Brilliant start to the over. Fog maximum, and now McClenaghan under big pressure.
Changing his field as well. The fielder at deep square leg just coming inside the circle. Oh, that's a waiver delivery. Thinking was to bowl much fuller around the off stump. Erring in his line on that occasion. Probably the reason is the fielding set on the onside. The fine leg and the square leg inside the circle. The next man patted up. This is the offside field, but just see the fielders, those 2 fielders, one beside the umpire and the short fine leg fielder. 2 boundary riders on the on.
Another wide call. Tell you what, that was a bit tighter. Just thought maybe he might get away with that. Mitchell McClenaghan, he's just asking the umpire as well. Hey, hold on, ump. Wasn't that a wee bit inside the line, the guideline? The muscles bulging. Yeah, I just think when it went over, from that angle, it looks like it bounced outside the line, which it has. But when it's gone across, I think that it actually wasn't a wide. That's a great effort, really is. He had to make a lot of ground, dive forward. Terrific effort. Anton Devsic it is there. We saw him take a brilliant catch the other day, retrieving it from outside the boundary. On this occasion, not able to get the hands underneath it. Change of pace, not picked by Afridi. And he got there, just not able to hang on.
But really so athletic, such a good mover, so swift. Almost making it a brilliant catch on that occasion, getting his... both hands to it. 3 wides already in this innings, 2 in this over. Samuel on strike. He's got a start. He's well set now. Once again, the same